Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The first video we're going to be kicking off with is maintenance. I've been asked to do a video on the maintenance of my car in between meetings, so this isn't going to be like the end of year maintenance. This is going to be the maintenance between meetings. What do I do between club meetings? What do I do between national meetings? I decided to break this video down into 3 parts as to not keep it too long. So part 1 will be bearing maintenance. We'd all like to buy new bearings and chuck the old ones away, but that's not always cost effective, and you can keep your bearings going for a lot longer if you just do some maintenance to them. Part 2 is going to be looking after your drive shafts. It is vital that you look after these. They wear very quickly, especially when dirt and grit gets into the moly grease. Part 3 will be your shocks, keeping your shocks efficient. People don't really understand how important this is to keep your shocks efficient. So without further ado, let's get started with part 1 and get onto those bearings. So the first thing you want to do is get something like a thin knife or a thin screwdriver. We need to get the seals off the bearings. Now be very careful when you're doing this, as they are quite easy to rip. You've got to put a knife under one and just slowly pull it up. For anybody under 16, please don't be playing with knives. I do not want to be responsible for you taking any fingers off. So as you've seen, they were fairly easy to come off. You just got to be very careful when you're doing that and do the same thing for every single one. Fairly straightforward, and obviously we'll just blast through this part in order to show you this, as you don't see it over and over again. Now it's time to clean the bearings, in which you have a couple of options. So the first option is what I do initially. I spray them out with brake cleaner. You can do this on both sides, and that can be enough for this step, just to leave them sit, let any dirt or so on run out with the brake cleaner. However, when I'm doing my bearing maintenance, I like to use an ultrasonic cleaner in the next step. Now like I say, it's not always necessary. I think this ultrasonic cleaner was around £25 from Amazon. So I put WD-40 in to about the depth of the bearings. It probably comes just above the bearings, as you can see in the video. You can use other things like GT85, anything else that will disperse rubbish out of your bearing. And I run this for 180 seconds. Like I say, you do not have to do this part. You can just use brake cleaner. That will be good enough, but I like to take that extra step. While the ultrasonic cleaner's running, make sure you clean the seals. So just more brake cleaner over the tops, some on a piece of towel, and just rub either side to get any dirt off the seal. Then it comes time to take the bearings out. Once it's finished, just let them drip dry. Now we're going to fit the seals back on, but I want to fit them onto the back of the bearings. Now what I mean by the back is, on one side is shielded, and on the other side you can see into the ball bearings. Put the shield to the back. The reason I do this is when it comes to the next step, I think it's just to let the oil soak in better. Now, that's just the way I like to do it. It might not be your way. Also, be careful when you're putting these seals on again. They are quite easy to bend, and we don't want that to happen. If you do bend them, and then you put them back in place, they can foul, and the bearing doesn't always run freely. So this oil I'm using is just an Aromax bearing oil from Schumacher. Unfortunately the label's fallen off. And you can either run it around, or you can put a few dots. Any excess oil will run out the other side. It's a very, very thin oil. So just do this for all the bearings. Okay, so that's the bearings all oiled up, so now it's just time to put the seals back on. Make sure you have them the right way around, and also, once again, be careful not to bend or damage them. If you put them in too tight or they go in damaged, the bearing will not run freely. So once you put a seal in, just run it along, make sure it's free. Once I've fitted all the seals, I just like to spray a bit of brake cleaner onto the cloth and just rub them to give them a little bit clean, because once the bearing oil has soaked through, it'll all be sitting underneath and on the bottom of the seal. So just a little spray and a little rub down will take any excess off and stop you putting this into the hub of your car and picking up any excess dirt due to this. So that concludes part 1 of maintenance on maintaining your bearings. If you'd like to hit the subscribe button, come back for episode 2, that'll be on doing your drive shafts. Thanks very much for watching and I appreciate it.